Let's go to the movie.
Dude.
Ticket, please.
Dude.
Thank you, sir.
Dude.
A liter of cola.
Dude. Dude.
Come with me, people.
Dude.
Is that your favorite?
Dude.
Hey guys, it's Brian.
And this is Jim.
We're coming to you from the 2420 West Studios on a cold night.
Very Tundra-esque.
Tundra-esque here on the west side of Evansville. Hope you guys are doing well, staying warm. We've missed you guys.
We have.
It's been a minute. Actually, I was talking to Brianna the other night. We went and seen The Cold Stairs, and she was like, when are you guys going to do another episode? So it's like, patience. We're in our off season right now.
Feeding, huh?
Yeah. So we're hoping to throw some new content your guys' way, throw out on the feed, and we're just going to throw out some little stuff here and there, try to. You know, Jim's got his job going on. I'm transitioning with my job and got a lot of crazy stuff going on, and we're just trying to make things happen, man.
Yes. Most
But
definitely.
we also needed a break.
We did. And I mean, we're working on getting things ready and going for season 2.
That's right. Today, what we're doing is we're going to bring you guys a Duderector's cut. This is going to be a lot of fun because the last time we talked about this specific movie was on the last episode of our regular season. Season 1, our first season.
Our first season.
And
in the can and done.
That's right. Episode 24 in the archive. You go to dudewhatpod.com/archive or actually go on the feed and find it on there.
Yeah.
You'll see the episode. It's the James Cameron episode. That was a lot of fun. But we did a little segment on there called the Soundtrack Spotlight.
Yeah.
And we talked about the soundtrack for the movie Good Morning Vietnam. Had a lot of fun doing that segment, talked about all the music that was in there, pivotal to the movie. And we're actually going to bring you a Duderector's cut right now of Good Morning Vietnam.
I'm loving it, dude. I'm super stoked about it because I just love this movie.
Right.
And we talked about that obviously on that episode, but I'm just excited that we get to kind of sit down and everyone gets to sit down with us and watch it together.
Absolutely. So. And you guys know the routine that you have been sticking around with the show for us. You know what the Duderector's cut is, but for you new listeners maybe checking this out and finding this on the feed, basically, what we're doing right now is this is behind-the-scenes stuff. We're going to sit down. We're going to watch the movie Good Morning Vietnam. You're not going to hear any audio from the film because of copyright stuff. But basically what you're going to do is we're going to give you a cue. You're going to sync up the movie with this podcast. And you're going to sit and watch the film, and it's like you're watching the film with us. Yeah. It's like you're sitting in the 2420 West Studios watching the film with us.
Yeah, and you might hear, like, if we're not talking, you might hear a little bit of noise in the background. That's just the heater.
That's just the heater because it's cold.
Keeping us from freezing to death.
That's right. We don't want to die recording this.
That'd be kind of awkward.
That would be very awkward because who would release it?
Well, that's a good point.
No one would hear this at all. So anyway, we're going to get to that right now. We're going to do a countdown. I'm going to hit play. I got my counter. I got the DVD in. The counter is at 0. It is paused. I'm going to do a countdown. I'm going to hit play. Whenever I say play, that's whenever you hit play. And you just sit back with your popcorn, with your drinks, watch the film, and have some fun with us. We're going to do some commentary. We're going to talk about some of our favorite scenes as we go along. We're going to talk about the music, obviously. We already talked about it before, but now we got the film going. We can actually talk about it in there. So this is going to be a lot of fun. And we're just going to basically sit here and geek out for the next couple hours and talk about the glory that is Robin Williams.
I'm not mad about that.
No, not mad about that at all. So, let's get to it. This is going to be a lot of fun. All right, here we go. I'm going to do 3, 2, 1, play. And whenever I say play, you hit play. All right, here we go. You ready, Jim?
I was born ready.
I don't think you were. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, and play. All right. Touchstone Pictures.
Touchstone Pictures.
Got the logo up there. Nice.
Probably would not have guessed the audio. I kind of forget that this always starts out real, like, quiet and kind of very melancholy.
Well, it's Dan the Man Levitan. He's a very very monotone style of radio person.
So Tung Thon Tron, is that his last name? Tran? I was reading where I guess apparently this is his only film he's ever been in.
Really?
Yeah.
And this is the guy that plays Twan.
Yes.
His friend from
his
school.
buddy, yeah.
Yeah, he would probably put me to sleep listening
Yeah.
to him every day, I think.
You wouldn't hear him on an Audible
No, not at all.
advertisement at all.
Be a lot of people crashing their cars, falling asleep.
That's an idea. If we ever get Audible as a sponsor, we'll just do it like that.
I always forget about that, where they cut in with the airplane noise.
Yeah.
I remember the first time I watched it with my daughter, she was like, what the hell's going on? It's like, how did that guy get that job?
He couldn't shoot.
That's pretty much it.
The sad thing is he has a good radio voice.
He has a great radio voice, but pep it up a little bit. Come on. Forrest Whitaker, man.
Two pretty much icons, right?
Yes.
I mean,
yes.
Gosh. Man, I miss that guy.
Yeah. You almost forget sometimes how much of a tremendous actor Forrest Whitaker is.
Yeah.
And he's still doing it. He's still going today.
He's still nailing it, yeah. And he does a really good job of playing kind of, like off of Robin as far as the opposite as far as personality and stuff goes. I think he does a really good job.
If you guys hear any noise right now, I'm just adjusting the mic a little bit. Don't mind me. I'm just adjusting it a little bit. Don't worry about me. Alright, and our levels still look good. Nice. Oh, man. No traffic lights, I could not deal. There's just no way.
Of course, this is pre-smartphone days, so... Dragon lady with the
It
incredible
makes you
figure.
wonder, honestly, like what percentage of the script just got thrown out and they're like, just let Robin do what he wants.
just his entire lines. That's another person.
Speed up, checker stamina. Oh, man.
I did read on IMDb that his broadcasts were ad lib, like all of them were
I
ad lib.
bet.
But
Here's a couple other great actors right here, too.
yeah,
In fairness to Sergeant Major Dickerson there, he's not wrong.
that's true.
There is no such thing as, just anymore.
That's true. That's true.
Times were changing back then, big
Yeah.
time.
I'll work on that, sir. There's nothing like having a general, though, in your corner.
Right. Yep. Who's the guy with the ears? The great Bruno Kirby.
Oh, boy.
Bruno Kirby is so great in this movie, being hilarious by trying to not be hilarious.
That's a joke, right? Maybe.
Oh, dumb, da-dum, dumb.
Dick.
Yep. Not somebody to be messed with right here.
Cretin camouflage.
Oh, God. You know, as much of a dick he is, he's a great character.
Yeah, no, he is good.
You talk about when you come on screen, like, making an impact right away, and like, who's your character? Like, who's your character going to be for the rest of the film? Just nails it.
Nails it, yep.
Definitely establishes right from the get-go that he is not somebody to mess with.
Especially right now.
Oh, man. Oh, here we go.
Come on.
I think we should. It's getting ready to be his first time on radio here.
Yeah.
I think in honor of Robin Williams and with the film, I think you and I should.
Just everybody?
I think everybody in general, whenever he gets to the line, you know what I'm talking about. I think we should all do it.
What line are you talking about?
Oh, you know
exactly. It's the name of the movie?
We should all definitely do it. You think the military still gets their information that way?
I think all of our government gets their information that way.
It was always a mind trip for me later on when they were in Terminator 2 Judgment Day.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Marty Lee, played by the great Robert Wool. This is a loaded cast, man.
It really is.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
top to bottom. It is a loaded cast.
Amazing actors. So.
Oh, God. He reminds me of somebody that I work with, that you used to work with.
Yeah?
Yep. It rhymes with Kim Hunsel.
Fair enough.
But not in a good way. Like, in the worst possible way. All right, here we go. You ready? We're all going to do it. Here we go. Good morning, Vietnam!
This is rock and roll.
From the Delta to the DMZ. Oh. Hey, too late.
What I love is, like, you can tell, like, Forrest Whitaker is legitimately laughing right now. Like, he's not acting.
Yeah. Well, even Robert Wool in the background, whenever the record was started playing at slow speed, he looks in the background, he's like, what the hell's he doing?
The guy with the ears.
Yeah. Ho Chi Minh. He's like an Energizer bunny. He just doesn't stop. Take the battery out. No. Hanoi Hannah. One of my favorite lines. You've been down everything but the Titanic. God. Oh, man. Yeah, we've had conversations on here about movies that are quotable, and you want to talk about them, and like this is like a 5-minute sampling. There's just so many quotes from it. Like, you could just take this scene right here and cut it out and be like, all right, this makes it one of the most quotable movies ever, just off this scene alone.
This scene alone, yeah.
Too much.
Too much.
Oh, great song. And we talked about this on that soundtrack spotlight. I love all the little montages here where they show people out in the field and everything with the music playing in the background. It's just, it really kind of sets the mood and puts you in that,
puts you
that
where
area.
They're at, yeah.
Oh, God. You know, we talked about, too, also, and I'm noticing, you know, just like really examining the movie as we sit here and watch, you know, we talked about the idea of using certain music, and we're going to get to parts of the film later on where the music has one message, but it's got a different message that's being showed in the film.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at what's going on right now with the film, like everything's like good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You're seeing like the good
There's a lot of
sides.
life. You're seeing the life of
Right.
what's going on.
Yeah.
On both sides. Really.
Yeah, you're seeing the positive of everything. You're seeing the goodness and the good intent of the U.S. military, and you're seeing the livelihood of people living day to day in Saigon, in Vietnam.
Yeah.
And it's all positive for now.
For now, yeah.
He made the joke about Ho Chi Minh being Colonel Sanders. I remember being in high school in the library and opening up a book about Vietnam, and there was a picture of Ho Chi Minh, and I was like, "It's Colonel Sanders!"
Man, just I know we've already talked about it on that other episode of the soundtrack, man, but just such a good soundtrack.
Oh yeah, the game of love, love, la 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 la. Mr. Leo. I can't see you.
I can't see you.
You know, if you really think about it, man, like just from an ad-lib standpoint, Robin Williams has definitely got to be at the very top, and
Yeah,
I don't
absolutely.
know that anybody is a close second.
No,
Honestly,
I don't know if you've ever watched him on the Inside the Actors Studio
I have not.
with James Lipton.
No,
Oh my gosh, man. It is
Really?
worthy of watching.
we'll have to link that with this episode
for
whenever
sure.
we release this on the feed.
For almost an hour, it's just him improv
going off.
It's insane. I mean, it's amazing to watch. Just the transformation and it's he just brings an energy with him. Oh boy. We already are. I feel like that should be a soundbite that we play anytime we talk about Evansville weather. That should be when we give the Evansville weather report on our regular episodes.
It's 2 degrees cooler than it was yesterday.
First of all, you don't make fun of the weather.
Oh man. Cappuccino coffee. I think Bruno Kirby is so underrated in this movie.
Yeah, he really does own the character.
He does. And if you do... That's a great joke. What if it escalated?
So speaking of the performance of Bob Hope and all of that, like actually, apparently the filming and stuff for Good Morning Vietnam happened in Thailand.
Okay.
And they have a lot of the students and stuff from over there, like I guess that were kind of extras and stuff. And so Robin Williams actually put on a show for those students, and 10th grade and up.
Right.
You know,
of course.
Yeah.
Right.
But I guess he did a stand up for them.
Nice.
It's just kind of a, you know, because they're over there. So,
right.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
I thought that was kind of interesting.
And it's actually kind of funny talking about, you know, they mentioned Bob Hope, you know, because Bob Hope was really big about doing those USO tours and stuff during that time. I think a little bit later than where this was set, because I think this was set in '65. I think like the 3-4 years down the road, he would go over there and do those shows.
Yeah.
So. He just walks away. Really funny. Just a great scene. Another guy on the radio is like, how? Da, da, da. See, I like we talked about all the rock and roll and the like the quote unquote R&B stuff from that time on the soundtrack, but I like this stuff too. And I don't know if it's because of the attachment to the film. It's probably what it is.
It may be. Yeah.
Oh, Jimmy Waz. Not for long. That's foreshadowing.
So, I got to be careful what I say here.
Oh boy.
But that scene reminds me of a particular restaurant owner in Evansville.
Okay.
That I used to deliver to.
Okay.
That restaurant's no longer open, but he has a couple others that have spawned off of that one.
Okay.
So, but yeah. He would always come up and be like, "Hi, my name's Charlie." Like, you know, like, yeah. It was just that whole interaction. He was always coming in, like,
gotcha.
So yeah, I just had to laugh at that.
Charlie's Mongolian?
I can't say. Can I say?
Yeah, you can say it.
Yeah, I can say it. Yeah, Charlie with Charlie's Mongolian.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, obviously, owns the Big Bane and Pokey Pirate. Yeah, but he just like
not as flamboyant though.
No, but like he's very just very energetic and like
gotcha.
You know, yeah.
Formaldehyde.
Free salad. Sorry. I can't let this is the Dragon Lady.
How's Lynn doing? What'd she just say? She said no.
She's getting away.
Full disclosure, whenever I was a kid and I'd watch this movie, I had a huge crush on that girl.
Yeah.
I thought she was stunning. That's just entirely too many people, man. In one area, I could not do it. Too much traffic, too many people. No, thank you.
Yeah, you know that they don't really pay attention. They don't have a bike lane there. They don't,
No, not at all. They don't have lanes there. What are you talking about? No street lights. We saw that earlier. No lanes. Look at these people.
Well, you know, if they would obey the rules of the road, then maybe they...
No, they wouldn't.
They're riding bikes like people in Evansville ride bikes. Except we have arrows on the road and they still can't follow them. So.
Right.
Poor Forrest Whitaker,
Yeah.
they have tires on his...
He has one of the funniest lines here in a minute, too. I've always thought was hilarious. It's coming up here in a minute whenever he catches up.
Gosh.
Poor guy. Here we go.
Felt.
Yeah, that's a vibe. I'm telling you right now, Forrest Whitaker is so great in this movie. He's low-key underrated in this movie, too.
He really is.
Oh, here we go. Listen to Rob Williams. I've never heard rhymes like that. Schmooze his way into the class. You devil. You dirty devil, you.
So apparently this film is actually included among the American Film Institute's top 100 funniest American movies.
Oh, I
could agree with that.
Now, why would you limit to 100?
Right?
This is... I mean, if we're talking funniest, it's got to be up like at least top 20 for me.
Yeah.
Maybe even top 10 if we're talking funniest. No shame whatsoever. Eddie Garlic is out. I ain't sitting around. I'm going to take my bike with no tires. You think anybody does slip me some skin anymore?
Oh,
Think of it as like slip me some skin. Or do you think it means
is there an
something
explicit warning on this?
do you think it means something completely different? Wrong kind of skins there, Jim. If it were me, I'd be like, potato skins?
Right. What are you? TJ Fridays?
I think she didn't do anything else either after this film. I think this was her only film, too.
Not interested you played Dear Abby.
This guy playing Twan, he does a really good job in this movie, too.
Oh, he really does. Especially playing, yeah. Just his whole role.
Yep.
We look like a before and after.
So what's wrong with that? Everything? Would you try that, Jim?
No.
No, not at all? You wouldn't give that... You wouldn't give it a try? Really?
Don't think so.
Come on, it's just fishbowl.
Yeah, I don't think so. If I was in a different context, maybe. Sitting in a third world country, like, probably not. I'm not gonna lie.
That's awfully judgmental of you.
It
Jim.
is. It very
It's
much
not very
is.
Christian of you.
You're right. But I've also had food poisoning before, so...
Yeah? Do you like spicy food, Jim?
I'm not a huge spicy fan. I like a little bit of spice, but not like...
Me and a friend of the show, Chris Linville, our resident expert computer guru,
Yeah.
saved our butt a number of times here on the
He's
show.
our IT guy,
Yeah, he did. We did the one chip challenge on New Year's.
Yeah.
He actually completed it. He's crazy. I spit the chip out after about 10 seconds. I said, I can't do this.
Can't do that. Thank you.
Freaking love Jimmy Wah. That character is just hilarious.
I love how he just kind of stepped in and
Yeah.
now he's an English teacher.
Oh my god, that is definitely Kim Hunsel.
It really is. Dr. Hydebush.
That's how you get the girls. Flash a little money.
Oh boy.
Let's be honest. There was fraternizing with girls.
You don't say.
I'm William Holden. First sign of some really negative shit, huh? Khaki eclipse.
The khaki eclipse. I didn't pick up on that before. Oh, such a... He tried to headbutt his chest.
Oh man, they don't like them. Don't want them in there. But yet you're going to a bar ran by Vietnamese people. It's just
Well, and you're all over the girls.
yeah, right.
Yeah, it makes no sense whatsoever.
No, none.
Not with us.
See, that's a baseball joke, Jim.
Oh,
That's what that means. 3 up and 3 down. It means 3 batters came up and then 3 batters were
okay.
recorded as outs.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
baseball joke.
Okay.
Because I know that, you're really good with sports.
I'm not. Yeah, you're right. I'm not.
Kim Hunsel just needs to shut up.
This will be the only episode he ever listens to. Which one do you throw at his voice? Join the army and mark things. The achievement.
Oh, God. Another montage here. Some great music behind it.
The sweetest.
Ugh. The Peninsula.
The Peninsula.
Club.
What's the
You got
weather
a
like?
window.
You got a window?
You got a window, open it.
The look. Gosh.
You know, we talked about it too on the soundtrack spotlight. You know, we actually have the actual CD of the soundtrack, and the good thing about it is, you know, all these bits, there's a bunch of these bits that he did in the movie that are interspersed on the soundtrack, so it sounds like you're actually listening to an Adrian Cronauer broadcast. So it's a lot of fun to listen to the soundtrack on the CD.
So, you know, we've talked a little bit about Bruno Kirby.
Yeah.
Kind of just a little fun fact for you. This is actually one of his favorite films that he's ever done.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. A lot of people think it was like The Godfather Part 2, but they ask him, you know, what his favorite film to work on was.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, and he always says Good Morning Vietnam.
Well, this is a great movie for his character because he gets to interact with so many other different characters, you know? So, I mean, he's got a lot of screen time in it. Robin Williams has a line here in a minute that I quote all the time. It's not this one. That one. Why am I here? See, I was fortunate enough to have parents that like this was their music.
Their music,
like straight up their music. Everything that you see in this film
is.
So I grew up on quite a bit of, you know, 50s,
good,
60s,
like good
and 70s.
music.
Yes,
Yeah.
some really good stuff. You know, and it carried over into teenage years and early 20s. I'd hang out with my parents and we'd stay up late on weekends and play cards and listen to oldies.
Yeah.
So, you know.
I did. I remember many a time listening to, like on the weekends, listen to the golden oldies. You know, like having the, was it Super Gold or whatever?
Mike Harvey was Super Gold, which actually now you can't hear him locally anymore on any of the local stations here in Southwest Indiana. But if you download the app for 98.5 The Beach, you can actually listen to Mike Harvey Super Gold on Saturday nights. Yeah, he's still out.
He's still doing it.
Yep.
Huh? Wow,
and it's great. I have it on my phone, and every once in a while on Saturday night I'll pop it on just to listen to a little Super Gold, and it's fun. It's a lot of fun. You know, Robin Williams having a ton of fun in this.
Yeah,
just going off.
It was a joke, sir.
It's sarcasm.
You're talking about the music and the radio and stuff that you grew up on.
Yeah.
The scene with the chaplain.
Yeah.
I grew up on a lot of that radio. We're not the same, Brian.
No, definitely not the same. I'm sorry, Jim.
Yeah. You're like, all of a sudden, things are becoming more clear on the issues that you have. Yeah.
This scene right here always reminds me of like when you're in high school and you have a substitute teacher and you get that one that's like the cool sub.
Right. Who was your cool sub? What was their name? You remember?
No.
You didn't? Did
I
you have
don't.
one that stood out?
I remember a sub that we had my junior or senior year for a music appreciation class, and the only reason why we had a sub is because the music director, who was the teacher of the class, she fell off a scaffolding in the parking lot during a windstorm practicing with the high school band. What? They had scaffolding. That way she could stand up and see their formations, right? Well, a big windstorm came and blew it over, and she fell off of it.
Did she have like an umbrella? What were they doing, Mary Poppins or something? What was going on?
She ended up, I think, breaking her leg, and so she was out for a long time. We had this substitute teacher named Mr. Welty.
Mr. Welty.
That dude was an ass. He failed everyone in the class because he was teaching us college theory instead of music appreciation.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm waiting to die.
You know all of that was ad-lib because you could just tell that really tickled Robin Williams.
Yeah. You know, you definitely can. So talking about subs, though, I actually had two that I remembered the most.
Yeah.
And for completely different reasons. We had Frank Smith. He was a Indiana State Trooper.
Oh, God.
And he was cool as all get out. We loved having him because he would just tell us stories. He'd just sit there and tell stories.
Right.
And we had another one named Mr. Samples.
Oh, God.
Mr. Samples was real nice guy. Coke bottle glasses. Kind of hunched over, balding.
Nice.
But the thing I remember most about him is he had these industrial chalk. It looked like giant sidewalk chalk.
Nice.
But that's what he used to write with. And he would bring his own industrial chalk. Yeah. Yep.
Poor Adrian got the family chaperone. Popular in Jehovah religion as well.
Yeah. Oh, God help me. Was medicated.
Language barriers, man. You know a little bit about that, don't
A
you?
little bit, yeah.
I dealt with that when I went to Mexico City. Dealing with the language barrier.
My favorite, though, were the people in my groups that I would go with. There was always at least one that would just talk louder. And you're like... And that's really all I have to say. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, there's people that they think if I speak louder, they'll understand what I'm saying.
There's some great scenes that Robin Williams has with this young actress. You know, basically the U.S. military person,
Yeah.
who's wanting to strike up a relationship with the local, the native that's there. You know, and knowing that there's going to be that tension if they try,
Yeah.
and it's probably not going to work anyway.
By the tree.
Beach blanket bingo.
Well, fans of the show will enjoy this because there's no editing in our recordings here with the Duderector's cut.
This is true.
But I'm going to leave the room for a minute. And I'll be back. So you got to keep the things going. I got to go pee. Sorry. I got to go. I got to go to the bathroom.
Jim's got to go to the bathroom.
I know. It's the problem.
This is bonus for you guys.
The fans of the show, they'll appreciate it.
Hardcore fans.
Hardcore fans.
Like, oh, finally, Jim, shut up. Well, while Jim's out, I'll hold down the fort here. This is a great scene right here as well. Pretty quick scene, but just talk about the differences between America and being in Saigon. Hi. One of my favorite lines is coming up, you guys. I didn't understand it whenever I was a kid, but when I grew up, I understood it. For those you don't know, Marcel Marceau was a mime, a very famous mime, so his hit single, Walking in the Wind. Time on the counter is 53:44, 53:45. That's where we're at right now. You guys make sure you're synced up still. One of my favorite lines. Another great song. Good montage here. The soundtrack is just incredible. Oh, Jim, you're missing out. Jim's got a bladder the size of a nickel. Oh, I think he's coming back. No, Jim, I didn't talk about you at all.
I'm sure you didn't. What, I miss? Anything good?
He's trying to find the enemy. Oh, man. Big dog's landing on my face. Can you imagine listening to Adrian Cronauer for 4 hours straight, and then going straight to Dan Levitan?
Like, you wouldn't need, like, sleeping medication whatsoever.
Right.
No. I'm actually hungry.
I'm actually giving you an order.
That'd be a good St. Patty's Day.
Home of the shiny green suits. They're soft and they're shallow.
You wanted them in there.
It's like a very well-hung chihuahua.
He's not even in there. That's a funny thing. He's still eating. To hear that lunatic.
I wouldn't take a crab apple from some bitch.
Oh, gosh.
I love that guy. Just another great character. Nails it.
Come on.
about to get,
Yeah.
real serious.
He didn't realize that the first time, at least watching, you don't realize what he was doing.
Right. Poor Jimmy Waz, man. I like this scene, like how this unfolded and then how it rolls into the immediate scene after this, because you really get to see Robin Williams kind of stretch his legs from a dramatic standpoint. Such a damn good dramatic actor, man.
Yeah.
Like, we love his comedy and his energy and his ability to just think on his feet and comedically, but from a dramatic standpoint, man, he was really top notch.
I agree. I think that, like, actually in this film, it's something because we think about it as a comedy.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But there is the dramatic element. I mean, even when we got to see little pieces of that earlier with him and the girl, right? Like, you kind of see some of that, and you kind of hit on that when that was happening. But this definitely kind of helps him to flex a little more,
Well,
but I mean, he was what, Juilliard trained.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we talked earlier about how the beginning of the film, everything just has like a kind of like a positive filter on it.
Yeah.
And then slowly as the film goes on, you start to see the genius in the writing of showing you just how grave it was in Vietnam.
Uh-oh.
Whew. That's a great exchange, man.
Yeah.
Those two face to face like that, just, it's intense, man. It's intense. It translates on screen when you watch it. It's a great scene right here to show how you can deliver like emotion without having to actually say anything.
That's what I was thinking about. Just, I mean, it's, you go straight from this disbelief of what's happening. He has to go back and do his job.
Right.
Has the exchange with his superior. And then it's one of those, like, you know, they just expect him to go in there and to lie. And,
Diana Ross and the Sopranos. Hilarious.
I didn't think you were a pun guy. I didn't take
It's Robin Williams. I'll let it slide.
I drink so I can be this funny.
He's not funny at all, he said. Red leather, yellow leather.
I was just thinking. It's best. Maybe that's part of my problem. I don't Vaseline my lips enough before our...
Ugh. Oh, it's embarrassing. Did you ever have the did you ever have where like you see something embarrassing and you're like you can't look at it, you're like, I can't look. I've always been like that. See something embarrassing, somebody do something embarrassing in a movie or a TV show, I'm like, I can't look.
Yeah, you feel so bad.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh, horrible.
It's one of those where it's so cringeworthy.
Yes.
But
Yes.
then the response that he has
Yes.
is just like, no, it's okay
he's
that you failed.
And that's
like,
what I'm
so
saying.
badly.
That's why I think Bruno Kirby is so underrated in this movie. It's because he really dives into it, playing a character who really, really thinks he's funny, but is clearly not.
Clearly not.
But having the confidence in your ability to be funny, and you're just definitely not. It's really, really funny. The fact that he's so not funny makes it funny.
It's like really the only time we see him in uniform, you know?
Who, Adrian?
I mean, at least in this type of
Yeah.
uniform, yeah.
You got here, and then later on in the film, that's pretty much it. Yeah, I really like the location setup and everything, and the way they did their shots, and it really gives you that vibe of Vietnam, like that small village vibe, and I think this is the first time you see her without the white outfit that she wears as well.
Yeah.
Just kind of her at-home lounging clothes.
Her PJs or her home. I know that you just prefer to wear your FedEx uniform all day at home.
I don't really have a choice, Jim.
Yeah,
I don't want to talk about it.
It's just like always there.
Yeah, you want to give me a paper cut and pour some lemon juice on it while you're at it? Go ahead.
I will say that has been a big change for me, though, as I get to wear PJs. So I can relate to that.
You can fuck off, Jim.
The kids are looking at him like, what is going on?
I always love this shot. This section of the movie right here, this whole scene. With the trees blowing in the background, the wind. I always thought this was just an amazing scene.
Yeah, shot like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
With it being overcast, and it really, with the overcastness, it really brings out all the green.
Yeah.
And all the landscape there, and it makes for a really nice shot. And plus, just the interaction between the two of them, the more dramatic side of their relationship.
In more of her home setting.
Right.
You know? Yeah.
Yep. Because that makes it more personal, too, with the content of what they're talking about. You know, just this idea of Vietnamese and Americans, how just during this clash between their countries, it can't work.
Yeah.
It won't work.
Yeah, it won't. That's about as good as poker as you'll ever.
This is a great scene right here, too. This is really funny. Everybody writing in, wanting Cronauer back. The dialogue. I love the dialogue here.
That's a direct quote. His character, man. Forrest Whitaker.
Oh, man. Time check is 1 hour and 17 minutes and 10 seconds for you guys that are following along. I love this part right here because up until now he's been really reserved with how he's handled everything.
Yeah.
Now he's at his tipping point.
That line. Gosh,
Such a great scene.
it really is.
Poor Hal, he just wants to be funny.
He does.
Poor guy.
He just wants to be accepted.
Yep.
Yeah. So, a little fun fact.
You're a very attractive man, Ebersol. Don't think I haven't noticed.
So, a little fun fact about both him and Forrest Whitaker.
Yeah?
Not Robin Williams, but the radar guy, right?
Yeah.
The ears guy. They both were also in Platoon, which is also another Vietnam movie.
They both were, yes. Yes, they were.
We covered in last season, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, we did. We did.
But yeah.
Platoon, great movie. Enjoyed that immensely. The great Willem Dafoe, who's also in the newest Spider-Man film.
I have heard. I have not seen, but I have heard.
You got to get around to it, man. It's so good.
I know.
Easily the best Marvel movie that has been released.
It's a big statement coming from you.
It's a huge statement, and it's a very appropriate statement. But anyway. Look at the frustration.
I like the Kool-Aid, sir.
So do I. Can you eat with chopsticks, Jim?
Actually, yes.
Yeah?
For the most part. Sushi. I can eat sushi.
It's sushi. Come on, it's sushi. It doesn't move. It's a wheel.
Yeah, it's true.
It doesn't do it. Like,
So, yeah.
It's no challenge.
So maybe I shouldn't have said it so confidently. Can you eat what? Yes, yes, I can.
Yes, I can. When it's sushi and only sushi.
Sushi rolls. And only the firm ones, not the squishy ones.
It's got to have the seaweed wrap around it. If it's that loose shit, I'm going to lose it on the floor. There's you mentioned it earlier, Charlie's Mongolian, which is now Poke Pirate over on Diamond Avenue.
Yeah.
They have great ramen there.
I had a conversation with somebody at work yesterday about that, actually.
Absolutely fantastic food there.
Yeah, they said that he has amazing ramen there. So
I've eaten, I think Addie and I have been there 4 times, and
Yeah.
I haven't had one bad thing. Because of Poke Pirate, I have a newfound respect and love for ginger in my food.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I've never met Ginger.
About Marianne.
I will say that little scene right there with Forrest Whitaker and Robin, like it just again it is a testament to Forrest Whitaker. Even
Well,
the camaraderie they've had, and he's
Yeah.
just showing, like, he's saying, like,
yeah,
like what you're doing matters,
right. And then it leads into this scene right here, which is probably one of the most important scenes in the whole entire film. Just to show how important Adrian is to the troops.
So these soldiers, little fun fact here,
Yeah.
are actual soldiers,
Oh, really?
and they are from America's famed First Infantry Division.
No shit.
Yeah.
That is awesome. That's fantastic. Oh, man.
That's so true. Oh gosh.
Like, if you look at this scene, like in the sense of like if this were real, like if this really happened,
Yeah.
can you imagine being a soldier and experiencing this, and just having that little bit of happiness, just experiencing just a little bit of joy from someone that you get joy from listening to the show.
every day. Yeah. But then even from the perspective of Robin's character, right, of Adrian Cronauer, like here he is, he's pretty much given up on. He doesn't see how he's helping.
The machine itself has beat him down,
and because he's behind a microphone,
right? He
doesn't see the faces. He doesn't experience the laughter. He doesn't experience those things. And so this is like you were saying earlier. This is a hint. This is a linchpin. It's a pivotal point in the film.
I love how he says that, you guys take care and I won't forget you. And then it pans into this shot here where everyone's saying bye and going back. They have to break away from this little fantasy world that they were in for this very moment, this one little moment in time. And now it's back to reality.
Yeah.
And it's just when you really look at the dynamic of the scene itself, it's a really powerful fucking scene.
It really is. Have you ever seen? I think it's on YouTube actually. The where he's over in Afghanistan, or maybe it was Iraq.
One of those PTO things.
Yeah,
and then the music plays.
Yeah, and he's like in the middle of his show, and then like the trumpet plays, and everybody just stands up and turns around.
That's a great.
It's a really great clip.
Yeah, it's really funny, and just
because he's like, "What was that?"
Yeah,
basically, he's like, "I've never had like a whole audience just stand up and say fuck you," like and turn around. Yeah, this scene reminded me of that. Yeah. I think it just.
I love this shot here at the end. And the music that they chose to play over it was just... It's touching. And we specifically talked about this on the soundtrack spotlight, this song right here, Louis Armstrong, and just just the diversity of using this song and then what you're going to see on screen, and just how there's just the difference between the two. And it's another it's just crazy how many moments there are in this film that add to the overall story from a dramatic standpoint.
Yeah.
And like you said earlier, we think of this as a comedy, but my God,
there's so much. Yeah, and and we talked about it in the soundtrack spotlight. This song specifically, and these scenes specifically.
Yep.
How music plays a huge role in movies and in film.
Right.
And one of two ways it can be played, either as we were seeing earlier with the excitement and the music that went with that, and then this here is a complete contrast, but yet it
but the message that it's trying to deliver is very, very, very poignant and very well on point.
Yeah. We talk about often, my timing might not be great on this, actually, now that I think about it. Sorry.
You're good with segues.
I really am. Well, I was getting ready to talk about how this is actually in the book, 1001 Movies You Must See Before You Die.
Right.
And I just was thinking, because we're watching Murder and Mayhem, and I'm like, it's probably not the best time to bring that up, I guess. But yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely have this movie probably in my, we talk about the 1001, but honestly for me, this is probably top 10.
Yeah.
Oh, Sergeant Major Dickerson, you dick. Scandalous right here. See, now this right here, this is a detail of the film that doesn't get talked about much. See, he knows the area is under VC control.
Right.
But yeah, he he go ahead and approves the pass anyway, and I think that's a detail that doesn't get mentioned. And then you go back to this right here, what we're seeing, where across the teletype, the news that they deem that should
It's
be
not
read aloud,
yeah.
should not be read aloud, and they're listening to the broadcast.
Yeah.
And it's just, all these little things within the storytelling and the writing that just add to the overall thing. And it's a plot point that doesn't get talked about much. It's like he was going to try and have him killed.
Yeah.
And it's
And the fact
dark.
that they're marking it out even there, you know, like it's well, it's just that level of you see it often in different storytelling and stuff, but you have people that think that they're in a leadership position.
Yep.
And they got there however,
Right.
usually not good, but whatever. And then you have somebody that is not fit that pedigree or doesn't fit that
Right.
title, and yet they have more authority in the people's lives.
Yeah.
They're more of a leader than the person that has the title.
Well, and the fact that he approved the 24-hour pass for them to go and do this in an area that he knows is under VC control.
Yeah.
That like you said, however he got to his position, well, what other devious things did he do along the way to get to that position
there.
as well?
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's a very telling thing, and they don't explore it in the film, but if you pay attention to it, it's like, whoa, that gives you a lot of insight into that character.
Yeah. It takes it to a whole nother level.
Absolutely.
Because you're like, oh, this guy's just a prick, and then you're like,
Yeah.
oh,
no.
he's...
Yeah. This guy that's leading this group here, as a kid, I always was kind of thrown off by him because he kind of resembles one of my cousins.
Oh, yeah.
And as you see here, I mean, these guerrilla fighters that are out here in this VC locked area, these are kids,
Yeah.
And that's the crazy thing about that war. That it's one of those dark details that gets talked about, and when you hear about it, you're like, what? They were fighting with kids.
Yeah. Well, it's something that a lot of people, because I've talked to guys and stuff like that were in Afghanistan even, and I mean it's there's a lot of wars that
Right.
are that way.
Oh, yeah.
They're kids, they're fighting and
we talked about this song right here, just a great song.
So I don't know if you noticed, there's a couple of times in this film that there's been a Beatles album.
I have noticed that.
Yeah, but they never play a Beatles song.
They don't.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really sure why.
I'm assuming the Beatles estate probably didn't. Well, this was made in what, the 80s? This was 80s. I think I have the film right here. Let's see here. I can't find it. Well, I know this was the 80s. The only reason why I say that might be a thing is the fact that copyright issues over the Beatles catalog during the 80s, I believe Michael Jackson had bought the Beatles catalog out from under Paul McCartney, and it created a rift between them.
Yeah, I think you're right.
So that might be the reason why the Beatles weren't used in this soundtrack.
Yeah, because there's a mention on one of the websites that find fun facts and stuff off of, and they mentioned the fact that like even Adrian Cronauer is like Robin Williams in here there's two different times he has the Beatles album for Help,
Right.
but he never plays it. But
Twan, you thief. How do you know where to go, Twan?
look at that ride though, man.
Yeah, he's hauling ass.
Like, with Ray Charles.
Flip them the bird.
Not in Kansas anymore.
Oh man.
So apparently this was a one of they don't do it very often, but this was a film where the trailer, they filmed special things specifically for the trailer.
Oh, really?
Actually, yeah, not even part of the movie. So
Really?
yeah, I found that interesting. I think a big reason for it was to give the film a more military feel.
Well, I mean, it's got a pretty heavy military feel to it, regardless.
Yeah, but I think a lot of it had Williams more in the green and things like
gotcha.
that. I think it was to try to appeal to the audiences more from the military side of things. Which, I mean, this was a pretty big hit in the box office, too. So.
Absolutely. I would say it probably really kind of solidified Robin Williams in the eyes of, moviegoers as, like, a big deal.
Yeah.
Like, this was the movie. That's a Jim Miller transition right there. That's what that is.
I feel like we should just cut all of his clips and just every once in a while just pepper them through our episodes as commercials. So.
Unofficial. That unofficially happened.
Unofficially.
Oh, man. Poor Adrian, man. How's he supposed to know that his best friend's a terrorist? I mean, we've all been there, right, Jim?
I mean, yeah.
Never mind the fact that you were setting him up to be killed.
Right.
Jackass.
He's such a douche.
He is. He's got to be on our top 5 douchebags here at Dude What.
I would have to agree.
That's 6:30 in Bravo Zulu time.
Oh. I just use regular time nowadays.
Fuck off. Here we go. Karma's a bitch.
That's funny. I forget how much the general is just.
He's a great character.
He really is.
Really believable, great character.
Well, he just you could tell he recognizes,
Yeah.
even in that, he recognizes that
Yep.
douche hat was a douche hat, you know.
Robin getting intense there, man.
Right?
I remember one of the first times I watched this scene that's getting ready to unfold and just thinking, man, Robin Williams can haul ass.
Right.
Here we go.
That makes me tired.
Yeah. I've already taken 2 naps watching this. I think Keanu watched this in preparation for Point Break.
But what I love is you can tell Robin Williams is straining
Oh yeah.
while he's running.
The other kid not so much.
Yeah, he's just like do just out for a stroll.
This is a great scene. It's coming to a head, the tension of the whole situation. It's just, from a dialogue standpoint, it's great. That line in his dialogue just then, "We're not human to them," reminds me of that scene in Platoon where the service members have the Vietnamese women pulled aside and are trying to rape them, and Charlie Sheen just calls them animals.
Yeah.
Classic Robin Williams. Take a very tense situation, put a little comedic spin at the end, but it fits, makes sense.
I don't know anybody else that does that.
Me. I mean, I do it because I'm a comedic
I know. I
genius.
was just take tense situations and make a joke out of it, but
Yeah, typically a dick joke.
usually.
That line there, Garlic always trying to start the engine when it's already running. It reminds me of whenever I will pull into the station at work, and when I had a truck that the back doors would lock, and you have to unlock them in the back, and one of our handlers at work would try to open the door every time I backed in. It's like, it's locked. It's locked. It's always locked.
Robin's tapping into his Gallagher side of comedy here.
That's a very good substitute.
What I love about this is that he has these MPs and stuff that are in the, they're playing with it as well.
Right.
And I will say, like, this does hit all of the tropes, if you will, or all of the important things with a war film, in the sense of, like, really getting to see kind of different characters or types of characters,
Right.
Fleshed out. And I was thinking about that with Tuan's his monologue there.
Yep.
Before this scene, because it's like it's easy when you're looking at the quote unquote bad guys to just think, well, these are just evil bad people,
Right? Yeah.
But like
but you got to have perspective.
he makes a point that it's like you can kind of understand why.
Well, yeah.
He's made the decisions he's made.
Adrian's like, you use me, to kill two people. And he's like, big fucking deal.
Yeah.
Like, my mom's dead, my friend's dead, my brother's dead, all these people I know are dead.
Because you don't see us as people.
Right.
And yeah.
It's, you can't overstate, like, the message of the film.
Yeah.
Regardless of what happens, both sides, war does damage.
Yeah.
War ruins a lot of things. And we justify it, for the protection of democracy and freedom, but at the root of it, it's just something that destroys.
Well, and it's, regardless of what side you're on, there's a reason to justify for fighting.
Exactly.
And, yeah.
This is a great scene right here to close out this relationship here. and from the perspective that we see in this film, he is pushing for a relationship with her, and so it's easy to just it's kind of easy to just say, hey, he's pushing too much, and maybe she's just not into it or whatever.
Yeah.
But you see, in the short time that he did have with her, he did make an impact with her, and so maybe in a perfect world, something could have happened, but just not in this world.
Yeah.
Because you see it on her face.
Well, I think as well as yes, it kind of started out as he's just going after her because of her physical looks and everything, and but it turned into something so much more,
Right.
And I think that's even pointing out the fact that there was nothing physical that happened between them.
No, nothing at all.
At all. So,
so the emotional connection is what is most important.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have an uncle who was stationed. He was in the military, and he was stationed in Japan. And he actually met his wife in Japan.
Oh yeah.
And so my aunt, she's Japanese descent. And so I have that on my mom's side of the family. And it's sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah.
And they've been together for 40 something years or something ridiculous. So maybe even longer. I don't know. But
so, did she teach you how to use chopsticks?
no. In fact, I've only hung out with her 3 times. They've always lived on the West Coast, so I've only seen them. I've only seen her a handful of times, but. Great job of Forrest Whitaker here, selling the emotion on his face without having to actually say anything. You can see it right there as he drives off.
I heard that.
Don't forget bumps. Oh man,
It's such a good way to end out
it really is. Yeah,
the movie. So it's my understanding that I guess that the director did not want Robin Williams to meet Adrian Cronauer until after the filming.
Oh really?
Because he was afraid that Robin would change up a lot of his stuff.
Oh okay.
So he didn't want that. And I guess also Adrian Cronauer said that this movie obviously is how Hollywood does.
Yeah.
That it wasn't very accurate to his life, but
Right.
There was maybe about 40% was, kind of.
But it is a movie.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's inspired by.
Yeah. But it's actually interesting because I didn't realize that he was a legitimate, like, actual person.
Well, I can remember for the longest time, thinking that this was just a great story, and then, at one point I just decided to do like a Google search, and I found out it was actually a real guy.
Yeah.
So the inspired by thing I think is more accurate with regard, instead of saying based on a true story.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I would say inspired by would be the way to go with that, because I don't think they followed exactly the path of the real Adrian Cronauer.
Right.
But,
yeah.
The inspiration was there.
Definitely. And we talk about it often. I mean, we do a podcast, so like
right.
we both have a love for radio.
Yep.
And so it only seems appropriate that Good Morning Vietnam would be one we talk about
Absolutely.
often. So,
well, the credits are rolling here, and we've got
with all of the music.
With all the music, there's so many. Even the polka.
The Kit Kat?
The Kit Kat
I
polka.
thought it was Kit Kat polka. I have to put that on next time I'm having a Kit Kat.
There you go. Wow. Okay. So anyway, we're nearing the end here. We're just going to go ahead and wrap things up. I hope you guys had fun listening to us laugh our asses off and enjoy the genius that is Mr. Robin Williams watching Good Morning Vietnam. Had a lot of fun doing this. Something fun to throw onto the feed for you guys. So please, seriously, we hope you guys have enjoyed doing this, watching the film, listening to us give our commentary. We're going to go ahead and bounce on out of here. I just want to let you guys know that just keep following the feed. We're going to try and throw some new stuff out there. Hopefully we can get some side tables going here with some movies that we have both seen. I'm hoping maybe Mr. Jim over here will watch Shang-Chi here real soon. We can do a side table on that.
That'd be good.
That'd be a lot of fun with that. And then maybe, just maybe, Jim, if I can get you to watch a new Spider-Man movie, that'd be great.
I know.
And I'm hoping also here, maybe in the next couple of weeks, we can do a Dude Table Discussion movie talk and talk about some of the movies that are out and some of the movies that are coming out. Because, my God, there are a ton.
The stacked deck, for sure.
It is a stacked deck. So, but for right now, we're going to go ahead and bounce on out of here. I'm Brian. He's Jim. You can follow everything that is Dude What related, dudewhatpod.com. Check everything out over there. Check out the archive. Go back and re-listen to the first season. It's on the feed. Check out everything on there. We got our other Duderector's cuts. So we got the Home Alone one on the feed. And you can also go back in the archive and listen to the Goonies one and the Twister one. I actually got a phone call from my cousin Eric. He and his wife had actually sat down on Christmas and did the Duderector's cut of Home Alone.
Wow.
And they had a lot of fun with that. A ton of fun with that.
I will say that was a fun one to do. I enjoyed this one. This one, I probably should have said something earlier, but like really couldn't find a ton of fun facts about it. So, some of these we were able to drop all that. We just kind of get to have different types of conversations and stuff.
It's just us having fun.
Yeah. This one was... Don't need a lot of fun facts.
No, you don't need fun. It's just Robin Williams.
Robin freaking Williams.
Robin freaking Williams. Just watch it. It's awesome. So anyway, check everything out. Like I said, dudewhatpod.com. Follow us on all the social media stuff. Just look for Dude What Pod or search for @DudeWhatPod. Really easy to find everything. Drop us some lines. Hey, you guys at dudewhatpod.com. And get your friends to follow and tell them to check this out. I guess we're going to go ahead and bounce on out of here, man. I got nothing else.
Sounds good. I'm good.
Cool. All right. So hopefully you guys will get some new content from us in the next couple weeks. Some dude tables, some side tables, and hopefully get season 2 started up here real soon. I know Brianna's out there chomping at the bit wanting some new materials. So, in the meantime, we're going to bounce out of here, and we will see you guys down the road.
Bye, guys.